Hello friends, welcome back to our channel, A Pinch of Positivity. One thing that I'm noticing in our kids, the youth, the teenager of today is that they have to handle a lot of stress, a lot of tension, a lot of pressure. And most of that pressure and tension is due to education. Our education system is such that it demands a lot out of our children. I really don't understand what has happened to our education system where grades percentage has become the prime factor to determine a children's success or failure. On top of that, to make things worse, we as parents, instead of understanding that situation, we increase the pressure on our children. The biggest misconception that we have is that the grades that our children will get would eventually decide their future, their career, and their success. How far is it true? I'm not saying education is not important. I'm not saying degree is not important. Masters is not important. Yes, in the today's competitive world, you ought to have a degree. If you want to study more than degree, become master, complete your masters, you need to complete your masters. But then that should be as per the decision of the child going forward when he is in university or college based on his interest, based on his talent. But till that time he reaches, the support that we as parents need to give to our children is lacking. And instead, we are pressurizing our children just to study, study, and get good grades, good grades, good grades. In that process, we are actually making our child or children mentally and emotionally weaker. Statistics has proved that grades are not the ultimate factor in a person's success. There are examples where kids who were academically weak have gone on to achieve big success in life, and kids who have been academically very excellent have not been able to be that successful in life. So grades is not the ultimate criteria for success. So why are we so much behind grades? So much that we fail to realize the other talents that our child has? So instead of focusing their talents, their passion, their areas of interest, we are just concentrating on marks, grades, percentage. That's it. We as parents are failing to make our kid emotionally and mentally stronger. The first mistake we do is that we keep telling our kid to be successful first in school, then in college, and then in university to be only successful, successful, successful. We train them only to be successful. We create a lot of pressure in them. And the mindset of the child is that I have to be successful. So, to that extent, that even if he is scoring a good percentage of marks in his exams, but that percentage is not enough for him to get an admission in a certain college, he thinks that he has failed. This is so bad. And because we are training our kids to be only successful, later on we realize that our kids or those kids are not able to handle failure in the right way. Most of them feel sad, get are angry with themselves, or they get depressed, and some go to the extent of doing something terrible. We as parents have to train our kids to face even failure, even situations which are not suitable or challenging. What the second mistake that we as parents are doing is that we are making the life of our children very easy so that they can focus on studies. We are laying everything on a silver platter for them, but no, in fact we should let our child handle his own situations, own problems. The If a child faces problems, situations, and we let him or her handle those situations by themselves, they will learn, they will get trained how to handle those situations, they will meet failures, they will meet rejections, and they will grow from that emotionally and mentally. So let's stop making things very easy for our children. Let them face situations, let them face problems, let them work their way out of the problems. And in that process, if they are facing failures, rejection, then we are there to explain them. We are there to show them the way, give them the guidance. But first, let them attempt, let them taste rejection, let them taste failure, so that in life, when they face failure, they don't get demotivated by that failure. In fact, they learn from the failure and move ahead. We need to teach our child that failure is nothing but a stepping stone to success, because it is because of the failure we learn and understand what we did wrong, where we went wrong, and then we can improve and continue further. So let's not make things so easy for our children. Let them learn on their own. Let them handle the situations on their own. We as parents have a very bad habit of comparing our child with other children, either of our own or neighbors or relatives. You know, we say, you see, that this one's son got 96% and you got only 86%. Every child is different. Every child has a different talent, different interest. It's never ever compare your child with another child. In fact, look at the special talent, interest that your child has. Motivate them, encourage them to pursue that, and praise them. The only way you can really make your child stronger mentally and emotionally is by praising them and channelizing their energy towards their talent, towards their interest. Very important. Never ever do the mistake of comparing your child with any other child. Every child is unique and best and superb in its own way. So let's recognize that. Let's recognize the talent, the interest of our child, and appreciate it. Please don't do the mistake of comparing. The most important point with our child or children is the relationship that we develop with them. If our child is facing a failure, or if he does a mistake, or if he does something wrong, the general tendency is that we lash back at the child. We start scolding, we get angry, we start scolding and probably hitting our child. We demotivate our child so much, we put so much fear in that child, that the child is so much scared that next time he does a mistake or he fails at something, probably he will not come and tell you. Why? Because he knows the moment he admits that he has done something wrong, you will shout at him. As parents, we should be more understanding to our children. When a child does something wrong or he fails, instead of shouting at him, sit, explain to him in a calm, composed way, encourage him, show him the difference between right and wrong, and that way you will gain confidence of the child. the child will not fear in letting you know next time if he does something wrong. He will be more of a friend to you and will be open to you and will tell you everything rather than hide from you. But what we think is just because we have scolded our child for something wrong that he's done or because he has failed and it stops happening, we think that our child has learned the lesson, but we fail to realize that probably our child has not learned the lesson. Maybe he is doing some mistakes, but he is not coming and telling you. Why? Because he knows you are going to shout at him. You are not going to understand. So, do we want our child to hide things from us, or do we want our child to be honest and tell us everything? Definitely, we want our child to be honest and tell everything. And the only way your child will be honest and tell you everything is if you listen to him like a friend, make him understand, be open that yes, you did a mistake, this is what is right, this is what is wrong. Next time, do not do the wrong, always do the right. Educate your child with patience, with love, and trust me, he will turn out to be a better human being than you would ever think. We have a tendency to underestimate our child or children. We always doubt them, we underestimate them, but our children are much smarter than we think. They have immense knowledge and talent that is waiting to come out. The only thing what we need to do is identify that talent, identify the areas of interest and encourage them and motivate them. Marks, percentage grades are not everything in life. Yes, they are important to reach to a certain place, to accomplish a certain degree, but they are not everything. They are not the ultimate factor in deciding whether your child will be successful or no. After after having only studied and getting a higher percentage, if your child is emotionally and mentally weak, he won't be in a situation to handle the pressures of life, and when he meets failure, probably he won't be able to handle the failure in the right perspective, in the right way. So instead of making your child academically very strong but mentally and emotionally weak, focus on your child being emotionally, mentally so strong that no matter what situation he faces in life, no matter what failure he faces in life, he will be able to accept them, face them, resolve them, learn from them, and move forward to achieve success. So, my friends, it's my humble request to you. Let children be children. We are trying to make our children grow faster than they should. We are destroying their childhood. We are taking their childhood away from them. And we are not letting them develop their skills, their talents. Pay attention to your child in the right way. Encourage them, motivate them, be a friend to them, and then see how your child grows stronger in life and finally successful in life. Remember, your child's mental health is more important than their grades. Stay in the knowledge, be good, be gentle to your children, and God bless you all. Thank you very much.